This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. You know how everyone talks about red flags? He's a red flag. This is a red flag. What about green flags? You ever pay attention to green flags? Probably not, because negativity really sticks out to us more than positivity does. But something that can help you with that is therapy, finding the good spots in the dark times. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. Access a diverse network of more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties. Easily switch between therapists at no extra cost. Discover your relationship green flags with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/onlyfriends today to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp, HELP.com/onlyfriends. This episode is sponsored by Skims. Guess what? Pretty much everything I'm wearing is Skims except for my pants. If you're watching the video, I'm wearing this top. I feel like I wore it last week. I'm wearing another Skims Fits Everybody tank, and I'm wearing, I'll be honest, their underwear. It's all very comfortable. Even their bras. I never thought I'd say that, but bras from Skims, hello? It's like they're not even there. Love it. Shop Skims Best Intimates, including the Fits Everybody collection and more at skims.com and Skims stores. After you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select our show in the drop-down menu that follows.
Does it smell like cat litter in here to you?
No.
Is
it supposed to?
No, like when we went to get coffee this morning, then I came back, I was like, why does it smell like cat litter in here?
Oh no.
So I don't, hi.
It maybe because when Sammy stayed here, there's just like a remnant of a cat litter smell.
But it was like, she was here for like 5 hours.
I know, but you have really heightened senses.
You're right. I know, but it's
Can you smell the cat litter on me?
No.
You're like, yeah, I can.
I'm wondering if like maybe it's something that TJ heated up. Did you move from the bed to the couch?
Yeah, his cat litter lunch.
From the bed to the couch.
I eat that for lunch sometimes. It's pretty good.
Could you imagine that crunch?
There's definitely a my strange addiction that's cat litter. I'm sure. Because that crunch, I understand the want. Oh my God,
thinking about that.
I need a candy that's like that texture. It's like sand. But a little
like
harder.
Dippin', Rip and dip?
Those are too cold. Oh, rip and dip.
What's
Rip
it called?
and dip.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. Are you talking about Fun Dip?
Yeah. The thing with the little stick. That's like sand.
Kind of. But litter is like so crunchy, yeah. We had Fun Dip. What a time. You know what always pissed me off about Fun Dip? Is you get 3, if you got the big pack, you get 3 flavors and 2 sticks. What's up with that?
I don't know what that is.
Like you'd get a full...
Let me look.
Okay.
Fun Dip 3-pack?
Sure. I don't know what they call it, but like it comes with like 3 flavors. It's like 3 packets of sugar and 2 sticks. And I was always like, this makes no sense.
My mouth just got like a little tingly looking at it.
I was a Fun Dip hoe. A Fun Dip hoe. Do they still make it?
Yeah.
Also, the fact it's called Fun Dip. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's like escaping me now. I'm saying it too many times.
Dip.
It's like, it sounds like a drug. You got that Fun Dip?
They should like rebrand and put like acid in these.
Yeah. Or Ozempic.
Yeah.
Skinny Dip.
They
should just branch off.
This is like too cool
Hangover
for Ozempic.
It's kind of
like the branding. It's giving
it's
like
giving Y2K like cool.
Yeah, like
but that would make it cool.
It's giving rave.
Yeah, they should do it. These commercials for all these like, have you ever heard of any of the other names besides Ozempic?
Yeah, like Monjaro.
Besides that one, there's like
trizepatide is like the main ingredient.
There's 2 that I always see. We watched something. I can't remember what it was. We were watching something that had like ads or whatever on like Peacock or something. Okay. And it was like
they have Wegovy, Monjaro.
Yeah, Wegovy is one of the. I just like heard it and I was like, that sounds like a car.
Wegovy
or like a app.
It does sound like an app.
And then there's one that's like really funny. It's called like.
There's one on here that says Zepbound. I've never heard of that before.
No, not that one. There's another one. It's like so weird. And we're like, what are these names? I've only heard of Ozempic and Monjaro. But now Fun Dip, you know, if you hear our calling, you could branch out and, you know, make different kinds of Fun Dip. Drug dip.
Get it for the festies.
Sober dip, it's just sugar. Like your old regular product.
Oh my God, there's Ribelsis. I think that's Trulicity. I've heard of that one. Okay. I've seen those commercials. And then Ribelsis.
Damn, there's a different one that like
I've never heard of that.
Like, what the fuck? Maybe it wasn't an Ozempic one. Maybe it's just like a weird name of a drug. But it's so crazy. Like every commercial now is like just pharmaceuticals.
What are you watching where you're having commercials?
I think it was like something on YouTube TV or Peacock or something like that. I think it was YouTube TV.
You got to get ad free. Don't you have our YouTube TV?
I have your Peacock.
Oh.
Is it ad free?
Uh-huh.
Oh, then I don't know. It must have been YouTube TV or something. I have my own YouTube TV.
Maybe just YouTube too, if you're watching YouTube.
I can't remember.
We get ads on there.
You know what? It was when we were at the cabin. Yes, because we had an HDMI, and so we plugged my computer, YouTube TV. So those commercials, they were all like, it was like cars, pharmaceuticals, and like that's pretty much it. It's crazy, like every commercial.
TJ's parents, when we're in Utah, like they just watch cable television.
Yeah,
but they like mute. They like put on mute during the commercials.
It's terrible.
But I'm like, there's so many.
I can't. I know. I'm just like, you're gonna be muted then, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
just
like a commercial.
Shut off the TV.
I know. I just feel like I never see like a crust commercial anymore. Like when we were kids, there was like toy commercials and
Garnier Fructis.
Yeah, like tampon commercials. Never see them. They're all influencers. They all went to the influencers.
Yeah.
Now we do the commercials, bitch.
Well, not us specifically, but
sometimes. But yeah.
Alex Earl does.
Yeah, Alex Earl. She's stealing the commercial money. She did a Super Bowl commercial, so
yeah,
I guess that is a good example.
Like 2 of them.
Oh, she did 2 of them?
Yeah, she did Carl's Jr. and then I think the Poppy one.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
She was in Poppy.
Damn, she popped off.
She's making a fuck ton of money, that chica.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully she can use some of that money to hire better stuff.
Yeah. Wait, I was going to say something. I can't remember. Damn it. Your stupid joke threw me off. Your stupid funny joke.
You see? She's been like popping up.
You're like, I'm not joking. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, not joking.
What was it?
She keeps coming up for me. And they're like, I think it's because it's dog content.
Oh, okay.
And I get so much
Did they get a dog?
Content. She's fostering a dog, and it's so sweet. And I really love that she's sharing that with the internet as like a way to be like, adopt, don't shop.
Yeah,
and
be relatable.
Every single person is like, keep it, keep it, keep it. You know, she's had it for like a couple days, and she's like, in the most recent one I saw last night, she's like sobbing because the dog has an appointment to get adopted.
Like, you gotta keep it, girl.
She's had it for like maybe 4 days. She's been with it.
No, there's no way I could.
But no,
how do you not fall in love though? And like,
you do. That's the thing that's so beautiful about fostering is that like you fall in love with a dog and you want to keep it so bad, but like you will do more good by like allowing all these other dogs into your home that like might not ever get that opportunity.
Totally.
She's a saint.
But my brain,
of course,
on the other hand, is like, yeah, fucking right, you're going to anyone else.
I know. It's got to be so hard. There's this other girl I actually follow on TikTok. I can't remember what her name is, but like every single time she fosters so many dogs, and every time I'm like, you got to keep this one.
Yeah. It's like, I don't get it. Or like Frankie, like our friend Frankie. I feel like we both follow her.
Frankie.
It's funny because like I just like remember.
I know.
Yes,
who you're talking about.
Yes, she's always fostering dogs. And I'm like, how the fuck are you not keeping these dogs? Like this
she
is
had one for a long time.
I know.
Porter was his name, and I was like, girl, you got to keep him. She had him for like a year, and
that's
I was like, just
insane.
Keep him.
That's like having a dog for a year.
I know.
And then it like goes bye.
It's so amazing.
It is really nice.
I personally couldn't.
No, same. That's why I don't understand it.
It would just be like heartbreak over and over and over again.
Like imagine fostering Paris and being like, okay, going to your new home.
Well, that's why we were like, no, we're keeping her. It got to the point because we were fostering to adopt her just to make sure that she like got along with Whitey. She didn't.
Still kept her.
But we had her for like 3-4 weeks maybe. And they were like, okay, like it's getting time. You need to decide. And then they were like, make a bio for her to put out. And then the next day I was like, we're keeping her.
That's exactly what happened.
Because I started writing and I was like,
Yeah. Could you imagine?
That's my bitch.
Could you imagine?
No.
Do you think if you didn't adopt Paris, you would have a dog by now?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like we just want more dogs. We just can't.
Yeah.
Like every day, TJ's like, I want to get another dog. I want to get another dog. And I'm like, okay, well, it's not going to happen.
That'd be hard traveling.
And you know what? She was fine. Like totally fine with other dogs until we watched, the fuck is this one's name? Joe's Russell's dog. The new one.
Oh, yeah, the new one.
Jojo.
Part 2?
I just want to say the other name.
I can't even think of the name. Oh yeah. I don't know the difference.
That was when Paris
dog.
Snapped.
Oh, that's when Paris, she was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
You blame Joe. Like, you're the reason I can't get dogs.
Well,
you pay me every month.
Can't get dogs, can't have dogs here. Even that's when she started being mean to people. It was like once she put
snakes on his Instagram.
Yeah, she put Jojo in his place. We had him for like
she put Jojo
maybe like 4 or 5 days, and he was a baby. He's so sweet, like angel, but he was just like getting so much of my attention. He also was a puppy, and like it's funny too because at the time, like I think it's a lot different where like Joe lives and where we live. Like we have the front window, so he's like barking at everyone and just like he's never barked before.
Yeah, and it's like, well, we got windows.
And so I think like the energy for Paris was just like, this is too much for me. Like, what the fuck do you think you're doing? Like, why are you paying more attention to this dog than me? And one day she just snapped, and she hasn't been the same since.
Oh my God,
And I think because like the next day JoJo was going home, she was like, oh, it worked. So now she thinks she can
now
do
she's
that.
A little brat.
Yeah.
Now she does it to me, like hoping I never come back. She'll just growl as I walk out the door. I'm like, okay, love you too.
Are you listening? Is that what's going on?
I can't even see her because your legs. I didn't know she was there. Sorry, Paris.
She's a little croissant.
Oh, she's like side-eyeing me.
Are you a little
hardcore.
croissant?
I know. The same thing happened with Frank. I was like, I don't know. And they're like, okay, well, someone's like interested. And I was like, okay, no. I'm keeping.
Yeah, I'm interested more.
Yeah. I kind of wonder if that's like a little tactic they do to see like.
Maybe. But also I think like for the organizations, like they have to keep like making sure the dogs are going to homes and not just sitting there.
True. I guess it would be kind of a fucked up thing to do. Be like, someone's interested.
I know.
But I feel like that really makes you decide.
I know.
That's like the deciding point.
Yeah.
If you foster a pet, like if you do that for a living, and not for a living, I don't know if you get any money from doing that, but like if you foster pets like a lot, how? Let me know.
You're saints.
Especially like...
I wish I knew this girl's name so I could shout her out and have you guys go follow her because she does such a good job explaining the importance of like, first of all, being like, everyone fuck off, I'm not keeping this dog. Like, I'm doing more by like...
Yeah. Oh, so she says that. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she travels so much. It's like... She
would
also,
Alex
like,
Earl?
Yeah, also like she would get so much shit if she had a dog. People would constantly be like, where's your dog? Like... Even if it was like with someone.
Okay, that I feel like I saw a comment that was like that because she took the dog in to foster it, but then like a couple days later left. But she like before.
Oh, so she took the dog in foster and then she went out of town. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
And then like the video last night was her coming back from her like weekend or whatever and like being so upset because someone was coming to adopt it. I would imagine at that point like maybe an assistant or something was watching the dog, which is like fine. It's in an amazing home being taken care of. But I think that a lot of so many of the comments were like, you have to keep it, you have to keep it, you have to keep it. But then on the flip side, I did see a comment that was like, you guys would be like, you're saying this, but you'd be just as mad if she did keep it and then had to travel every weekend.
Yeah.
So you really can't win. But the girl on TikTok, her name is Isabel Klee. And it's such a good account to follow.
Cute.
I love her and I love all her little puppies. And she's like made a living out of it on TikTok.
Slay.
Showing everyone. It's so cute. I love her. And she has a cute dog and his name is Simon. And it's so sweet because every time she like brings in a dog, her dog Simon kind of like shows them like how to do everything. It's so adorable.
Wait, that's so cute.
I know. I love that.
Shows them the ropes at the house.
He's like, follow me.
Dead. I think I brought this up before, but this is like what I was gonna say. I was shocked when I heard Alex Earl said she did not have her like TikTok like monetization thing on.
Oh.
Which is so crazy because like that girl could be making so much money, but I also think it like suppresses your views. Like I feel like that's like a thing. Before, yeah. Like I looked it up before.
Yeah.
And people were like, I've noticed this, but who knows?
It's crazy.
It could
like,
be anything.
For her, does it really matter?
Yeah, probably not.
She's easily making like probably 300 to 500K minimum per post.
Oh, for sure. I just would assume like, why not have it on also?
I know. I
just
wonder
make
like
bank on just like posting big long TikToks.
Yeah, I wonder. I don't know how like often she posts, but we can move on from Alex.
I mean, it's like it's a whole thing because even like when Spencer kept trying to post a lot, like Spencer Pratt to make money,
right?
He like got to a point where he was like, guys, it's getting really hard to make 1 minute videos. He just had to like keep talking and like rambling because they have to be longer than a minute to make money from them. So I don't know. Maybe that's.
Did you see all that stuff that came out about like Heidi following all these like alt-right people and like liking all this?
I like kind of saw rumblings, but. And then I saw like Mackenzie who like worked with them be like, I know them personally. She was like, they're not political at all. I'm like, I don't know.
She was like commenting hearts on stuff.
Classic.
So
yeah, whatever.
Where is
I have her song in my head now.
Which song?
Well, that sounds like Pitbull. Oh, it is Pitbull.
God.
But it's not the Pitbull song.
God, I have so many freaking notes. Okay.
That's what's in my day.
Okay, it is Tuesday. I've been living out of the ADU, so sorry to our Patreon.
She moved. Clickbait for the next video. I moved.
She moved. We already used that.
I moved into a tiny home.
Living in a tiny home.
Yeah.
I know. I haven't filmed anything though. It's been too
document
chaotic.
your time in here.
It's been too chaotic. Like I don't even have the
it's fine.
The brain capacity to then like pick up my camera because it's just like
you just set it down.
Actually crazy.
That's what I do. Heather. I just set it down and then I just go about my business and then I'll just put in whatever I'm doing. Big brother.
I know, but mine's on my phone. Like,
that's hard. See, I can't do that. That's too hard.
Yeah.
And it sucks because like if you're filming and you get a phone call or something, it's like you got to do not disturb and then start filming. I guess every time.
I don't do that, but no one calls me.
Make it easier.
Except for potential spam.
That's true. You get potential spam all day, and then you also get like a million texts, which doesn't interrupt. So.
Okay. But
saying I'm sorry.
That
it's
do you just do it and but you slide it down.
Oh, that's how it like clicks into place.
Yeah, but it's not in the thing right. Okay. Yep.
Sorry, guys. It's fine. I'll just ignore it.
Ignore it.
We're having technical difficulties. That's what happens when a man isn't around. Always have a janky
I'm a man.
Set.
I fixed it.
She's my man. When we lived together, she killed all the bugs.
I did.
Oh, like I did. Now I'm like, no one kill bugs.
Except for the first time when we saw there was a cockroach.
The one in the tub.
That's nothing I've ever experienced.
Was it the one in the tub or your bathroom?
It's disgusting. Either. I didn't kill either.
Well, I remember something happened. I don't know if I was home. Or no, I think I was home. And like there was some it was like two events happened in the same tub at the same time. It was like a spider. You saw a spider. And I think you like turned on the water so it went down.
Spiders are fine.
Okay. And then the spider came back up. And then a cockroach came out. It was like massive. And you were going on a first date with somebody, Greg.
Oh,
I remember this for some reason.
I don't.
And you were like,
You're telling me my past.
Yeah. Anything else you want to know about your past? I can't tell you your future, but I can tell you your past. Yeah, I just remember that. It was like fucking hilarious. I remember I was like, this is going to blow up on YouTube. Didn't do anything. I think they're like Snapchat stories.
I can't with a cockroach.
I haven't seen one, thank God.
No.
I mean, knock on goddamn wood.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one in a hot minute.
I didn't even know they existed in Los Angeles.
Until you were here.
Yeah, and then I saw it. I thought it was like a very like New York thing.
Yeah, or like Florida. So it's like humid.
Yeah.
I feel like it's in like humid areas.
Oh, I just thought they were in like shitty apartments.
Well, our apartment was kind of shitty.
Our apartment was nice.
No, it was just like
for what we had. I think about it all the time. Like,
what were we paying? $700 each.
Yes,
That's
and it was
that's right.
Big. Like that was a big apartment.
It was. It was like big, but also you could hear everyone.
Sure,
that's the
thin
only bad
walls,
part.
But like for LA, like
yeah,
like
for your first apartment in LA, like it was perfect.
Huge.
Yeah, huge.
We all had queen size beds.
True.
Ariel might have even had a king.
Probably. Her parents were like, we'll get you a Cali king, baby.
It was so nice.
It was a 10 by 10.
Yeah. Well, when I look at apartments now, if like people are moving, I like look and I'm like, Jesus.
Well, yeah.
Fuck.
We got in a good time. We kind of beat the system with that. We got that, and then we bought houses right before the interest rate went up. Like, we're pretty lucky.
God. Women in STEM.
Women in STEM.
It's funny too because we hadn't even like seen the apartment really, and we were like, okay, no idea what the areas of LA were.
It was close to Brendan. That's all we knew.
Yeah,
we had a friend.
Not a great area either.
No, it was really funny. We have a friend that we like hung out with a lot when we first moved here. His name's Brendan, and we would joke like, "How far is it from Brendan's like to move into a place?" So we moved here, stayed in an Airbnb, and then looked for a place. And so while we were in the Airbnb, we were like, how close is it to Brendan's? Like as a joke. And then we found one and we were like, wait, it's literally around the corner.
Meanwhile, me and Carly are doing it just because we love Brendan, but our roommate was doing it because she was in love with Brendan.
In love with Brendan. Like so funny. She's like, I can walk.
Yeah. And we're like, oh, fuck. We didn't know at the time.
No, it was just like fun. I was like, oh, yay. And like, I think Matt lived there too at the time, maybe. I can't remember.
I don't know if he had moved in yet.
Okay.
I think he moved in like after... Maybe we were already living there. I don't know.
I feel like Matt would like come with us to Brendan's house. So I don't know.
Because when we were visiting, he definitely didn't live there.
Yeah.
But he like stayed there that one night. We were all staying there, right?
Yeah, we were just staying.
Okay.
Matt was, I don't know what the hell Matt was doing, but.
I think he lived in like Culver or something. Because didn't he work down there?
Yeah.
Like Apple
or
whatever.
Apple. He would work at Apple.
Tech king.
Yeah. King.
Men in STEM.
As always.
Okay, I just would like to say we did Mexico.
We did Mexico?
I'm so happy.
Oh, yeah. I forgot this was the thing.
That trip is over. The whole week leading up to it, I
you were there for
was
like a day.
crippling anxiety.
Because of the plane or?
Because mainly, by the way, like once they planned, so TJ, if you don't know, 2 years ago, we were in Mexico City and he ate a peanut, literally almost died, and like traumatized me for life.
But thank you to the Mexico healthcare system.
Who almost didn't help us.
However, didn't have to pay, right?
No, we paid.
Oh, you did?
It's just really cheap.
Oh, okay.
Which was great.
I thought you got your money
like,
back or something.
Yeah, so you had to put like a deposit down.
And then like an apartment?
Yeah, no, it was like crazy. But yeah, probably it was the most traumatizing experience.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine
my life,
especially being in like a foreign place. Yeah, and you don't speak the language. Yeah, that's crazy.
They wouldn't even look at me. Anyway, so that happened. He was fine. Got the care he needed, but then I was like, we're never going back there. Like only because he in Spanish was like, no cacahuates. Like I'm allergic, whatever. Told them like 3 different times, and then it still happened. And then like we wound up talking to people, and they're like, allergies like in other places are just like, oh, sure.
100%.
You know?
Yeah.
So he booked another festival in Mexico City for
You're like, no.
a couple weeks ago, and they took it, and I was like, what is wrong with you? I was like, why would we go back there? Like,
he's like, I'll be fine.
It's traumatizing. And then on top of that, now he is vegan. So I was like, now he can't even eat McDonald's. So like, what the fuck are you going to do? I don't know if I told you this, but he bought like hot plates. And we brought them to Mexico. And so he cooked his food in like camping equipment.
It's funny because I think it was in like a group chat with the good influences, but you were like, I'm not letting him go anywhere. So he has hot plates. Yeah. And I thought you meant like now, like he couldn't go to restaurants and stuff. I was like, oh, they're like real worried. I don't know if you're worried about like bird flu or like what. I was like, oh, damn.
No, in Mexico. So he cooked every meal in like a camping set.
It's like those TikToks of like college students in their dorm making like an egg sandwich in the morning on like a little hot plate.
And
wait, cute though. Was it like?
It was good. I like got my own food, which was fine.
Like I got peanut butter.
And the only time like I freaked out was when we went to get coffee one day, and he like ordered the coffee, and I was like, oh my god, like they have like a whole menu of like frozen peanut butter drinks.
Oh
and
no!
I'm like, what are we doing? Like just buy a bottled one.
Oh my god, I don't have it, so like I don't know what it's like to like I understand he's probably a little bit like I don't want this to be a big deal.
Yes.
But I just feel like for me I would be like I don't want to have to go through this, so
I know.
I'm not going to touch any of this shit.
Yeah.
What a terrible allergy to have. It's so harmful to him, but it's like so common.
I know.
Like it's everywhere. It's not like
it's also just so confusing. Like why don't they fucking exist anywhere else? Like why doesn't Europe have allergies? Why doesn't Mexico have allergies?
They don't?
Not as bad.
Do you think they just don't test people maybe as much?
Well, no, because people would be having reactions.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't really know. I could honestly be lying.
I'm sure RFK Jr. has the answer of why.
It's vaccines.
It is the vaccine. Vaxxed after he got the peanut allergy.
I'm pretty sure. So allergies vary significantly between different countries. In Western nations, generally reporting higher rates of allergies compared to developing countries, largely due to differences in environmental factors like hygiene and standards. Okay, that's weird.
Huh.
Let me type in food allergies.
Yeah.
Because it's
type in like peanut allergy.
And it said pollen.
Oh, yeah. They're going to go after the allergies that I get when I'm actually sick.
Whoa.
What?
Okay, what the fuck?
Imagine you're like, we're not recording and Erin says this, but it's like tea. She does this all the time. She'll go, oh my God, and then not say anything for like 10 seconds, and it's excruciating.
It says, oh, you're right. I should type in peanut specifically. Yeah. It says children in the U.S., 4.32% of children have food allergies compared to 7.45% in China, or Canada, and 8.71% in China. Adults in the U.S. are 6.3% have food allergies compared to 6.59% in Italy, which is more, and 8.14% in China.
Oh.
Why did I think that it wasn't as common?
I don't know. Maybe because your experience in Mexico just felt really lackadaisical. So you were like, okay.
No, like even traveling before then, it's like everywhere. When you're traveling outside of the U.S., it's always like you have to like make sure because they don't take them as serious. It's because they have free healthcare, so they're like, we'll just go to the hospital.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're like, oh my God, I can't afford an ambulance ride.
That's true.
I don't know. I would assume it's also just like, yeah. We also,
okay, wait, it says, I did peanut. Okay.
Oh, okay.
It says in U.S., the United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia, the prevalence of peanut allergies is around 1% to 2%. In Asia, peanut allergies are rare. and peanuts are not often a common allergen. In Israel, the rate of peanut allergies is 1/10 the rate in the UK. In Greece, peanut allergies are non-existent.
I'm like, do they have peanuts?
Yeah, because they put them on every fucking table.
You're like, yeah, they have fucking peanuts.
Like they're handing them out on the plane, and I'm like, come on.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. In Mexico, they literally have people like on the freeways, like in the middle sections. Also, like the traffic there is just as bad as LA, if not worse. But just like handing out peanuts.
What the fuck? You're like, this is my nightmare place.
I'm like, keep the windows
You're
up.
like, Jesus Christ, don't inhale.
But yeah, so for like the past 6 months, I've just been
stressed about it.
Dreading this trip. Like,
you brought EpiPens, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, EpiPens, the whole 9 yards.
The best thing to do is just be as prepared as you can.
I know. Again, just like trauma. Then all these plane crashes are happening. Yeah. And it's like, I know that like the media is very much like doing a little scare tactic right now.
Well, also
like,
we're just hearing so much about it because it happened before. And so now it's like,
yes.
And with all like
but now it's like every tiny plane incident they're like posting, and it's like, okay, like I know those happen literally every single day.
Yeah.
But like it's just heightening that.
Right. And people are freaking out like online. So I'm sure it's not helping if you've seen TikToks of being like, I don't want to fly. I'm scared.
But the kicker was that I was flying on a 737 MAX. And that's what I was really scared about.
Wait, why?
Those are the planes that literally last year, like the door was flying off.
That problem's gone. We got a new problem.
No, I know. But I was like,
they just crash now.
My brain. No, I'm like,
no,
that's it.
You're like, if it's not one thing, it's going to be the other.
Yeah, so I'm literally Googling like how many 737 Maxes fly every day?
How many?
Like 5,000. There's also like different like 737 Max 8, 737 Max 9. So then I'm like literally doing, when I was booking the flight, I was like, TJ, no.
You're like, you need to book a Airbus, bitch.
But it was fine. Honestly, in the flight there, panicking the whole time,
really?
Like heart racing. I think it's because I was more scared about TJ with the peanuts. Then once we were on the flight home, totally fine.
Well, great. You're like, it's over.
Yes.
I just gotta like, do this.
Like, no shade to Mexico City. It's beautiful there. I wish.
It's just your own anxiety.
I wish that we could like actually be able to enjoy it. But like that was the most traumatizing thing I've ever been through in my life. And like it's on my we're not going there list.
Even though TJ books it every year, apparently.
Yeah. No, it was weird. So they did EDC and like the energy was just like not it.
Really?
It was very weird. They did a great job.
Is that what you guys went for last time? EDC in Mexico?
No, they had like a emo night.
Oh, okay. So it's different.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, it was like their first international EDM show.
Wow.
I don't know. I just don't think that emo
translates
is their vibe, which I thought it was.
Well, they go to Japan. It'll be their vibe.
Yeah, well, yeah, they have shows there.
Yeah.
I don't know. So we'll see.
Yeah, interesting.
But we did it.
Well, I'm happy you're relieved. That's the best feeling of being so anxious about something, and then once it's over, you're like, thank God. That's why you always go first in a speech.
Oh my God.
Wait, I saw this TikTok. I actually reposted it. Did you? Me. I did. Yeah. I was cackling.
I have to tell you, I had to watch like 3 times to understand what was happening.
Oh my God. I was like, this is fucking genius. I wish the internet was like what it was when we were in school. Because
how do you do that?
I showed Nolan and he was like, he's like, I know how she did it, and it's like you have to color correct, and you just basically what this girl did was like the caption was like, I'm too scared she's in a speech class and she had to give a speech in front of like 4 people and send in a video to like her class.
Like, could you imagine? That would be my dream.
Well, I had to do something like that.
We had to
in college.
Always do it in front of the fucking class, and it was my nightmare.
Maybe it was during COVID. I'm thinking of like people doing like all these speeches and like I don't know. I had a speech class and it was like, I think you could either do it in class, or if you couldn't go to class, you would like do it in front of people and have to film it or something like that. Very weird. But anyway,
I would not be going to class. I couldn't do it in front of class that day.
So the caption was like, I'm too nervous to like do this in front of anyone. And so you see it's a video of a girl like in a bedroom and like 3 or 4 people are sitting on a bed like watching her give this speech. And then she says like the first sentence and then it cuts and it's just her and no one on the bed. And she says the sentence again. So basically they're showing like she read it with no one in the room, and then she had people sit there for like 10 minutes and pretend to be looking
3. It was 3.
Oh, I thought it was 10.
No, because the guy was like, Oh, that was the longest 3 minutes of my life.
Minutes. So they're sitting there for 3 minutes just like looking at where she would be. And then she took both videos and put them together. So it looked like she was giving a speech to them. It's fucking hilarious. I love
Someone
stuff like
commented, they were like, girl, why didn't you let them watch a show or something?
Yeah, like literally.
And she's like, oh, I didn't even think that.
That's so funny.
They're all just sitting there and then like the timer goes off and the boyfriend's like, oh, that was the longest 3 minutes of my fucking life.
Yeah, I'm like, you could have showed your TikTok For You page and just scrolled through it. What?
Sorry, my front door keeps being locked and unlocked. I don't know what's happening up there.
I think it's the people in there.
Yeah. He must be leaving. Sorry.
That's okay. I just can't remember.
I'm getting robbed.
It's fine. All your new stuff. Could you imagine? Not to laugh.
Chaos.
That's crazy.
Chaos.
I don't know what I was saying. What were we talking about?
Speeches.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the first time I ever saw anything like that was on Tumblr and I was laughing my ass off. It was like me. It was like some kid playing a YouTube video of a vacuum in his room because his mom was like, you need to go vacuum your room. So he just went to his room and played a vacuum sound on YouTube and turned it up. So funny. I don't know if I would try. Do you think you would believe that? I feel like there's such a difference between the sound and like an actual vacuum. Like it's so powerful and you can kind of like, I don't know. I feel like there's like an aura.
You can like feel when someone's using a vacuum.
That's what I mean. Yeah. It's like I feel like there's a vacuum aura. You know, someone's vacuuming. You can hear the little,
especially if it's a hardwood floor.
Yeah,
it's a totally different sound. You'd have to search specifically for whatever they've got going on in their home.
I'm sure they have it.
Yeah,
I'm sure you can pick.
100%.
So funny. I love when
people are like uploading stuff like that. Making bank.
Oh yeah, or like I'm sure there's like so many circumstances.
Yeah,
like you're at a restaurant with a date and 100%. You can just hear someone talking or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love that.
Well, how was your time?
My time. I've been looking at cars like no other.
Yes, she
baby.
has.
I did test drive the Rivian. I absolutely loved it. The truck. I absolutely loved it. A little big though. Like I already knew that, but I don't know if I'd get used to it. I don't know. So I've just been looking everywhere. We went to Toyota. We went to...
What have we test driven?
We've test driven Rivian. We've test driven Hyundai Ioniq.
Ooh, I like that name.
I don't like the car.
What is it?
Basically, the car I'm set on right now is the longest range you can get for like, it's like 300 some miles. Everything else is like 290 or like, not that it's like a huge difference, but...
Why?
I don't know.
I feel like you don't like drive long distances.
I'm just like, I know, but like if we go out like to Vegas or something, I'm like... I mean, we're going to have to stop, but my Tesla right now is only like, the full charge is like 180 miles or something. Like it's gone down like crazy.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but the one I'm looking at that I'm trying to get actually is a Chevy. It's called an Equinox EV. And it's like, literally I test drove it and I was like, this feels just like my car. Like I immediately felt comfortable. Yeah. I was like, wait, this is like... so cute. It's like a very iPad car, which I like. That's why I like my car.
An iPad car?
I just call my Tesla an iPad car. Okay. It's like all on a screen. There's 2 screens in it. And I don't know. It's just cute. I'm really looking. I almost got it yesterday. Like the guy was like, oh, we have it. Like if you want to come in. We came in and it was not the right one. I was like, okay, cool.
Well, what happened?
I want one with a sunroof, like specifically because it adds so much more light in the car. And like if I'm going to have it for a couple of years. So there's like one I found. It's like in Burbank. It's the exact car. It's in black and it has a sunroof and it's like souped up. It's like the highest thing and it's in Burbank. So hopefully I can scoop that up. But it's nice because I will make money from selling my Tesla. Thank God.
Actually?
Yeah, they appraised it at like
the dealership
at Chevy. They appraised it at like 18,000, and I still owe like 16. So it's not like I'm making a ton, but I can put that money for like a down payment or keep it or whatever.
Hell yeah!
And then I don't know. I'm so
literally
excited.
Do it now.
No, I know. I'm trying.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I was like, I feel like I have such heightened anxiety because like it's all I'm thinking about, and it makes me like exhausted because I'm constantly just like online and I'm like calling places and I'm like kind of being crazy about it.
It's not like.
Yes.
It's like a subject matter that you're like, you have to do research and it's fucking annoying.
Yes. And I feel like I've done pretty good research of like all these like electric cars. My parents actually tried the Kia. I think it was a Kia EV6 or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which they really liked. But again, I looked it up and the range is a little bit low for what I want. Not that I need it, but it's just like, I'd rather have a car that has the most range I can have. And it's like so affordable. Like I'd literally be paying less than what I'm paying now. Like it's crazy for a new car. Like a new EV.
Hell yeah.
But I've basically, I've just been car shopping like crazy. I finished the book Gone Girl. My favorite book of all time.
Really?
So far.
Wow.
It took the place of Evelyn Hugo, I think. I think Evelyn Hugo's been on my top.
Have you seen the movie?
We watched the movie after.
Okay. But you've never seen it before?
No. Love the movie too. I will say, like, obviously going from the book to the movie, there are differences. There's like some things that like really I thought were like important that the movie didn't have, but I thought it was such a good movie. But this happened with It Ends With Us and with this movie. I have such a hard time understanding if I like a movie because I read like if I read a book and then watch a movie, I don't know if I like it. If I'm liking it, I don't know if I like it because I already know what's going on and like I'm already connected to it and I'm like excited to see how they make it a movie, or I'm like, it's fucking corny. Like, like halfway through, I asked Nolan, I was like, is this corny? And he was like, no.
Gone Girl?
Like, he liked it a lot. But I was like, I felt like it was corny because, like, when you read it, like, all our diary entries, like, you read it in your own voice. And then when you see it on screen, to me, I was like, oh, this is like corny. But it's like not. I feel like if I didn't read the book, I wouldn't even think that.
Yeah.
So, like, that's the hard thing I have with it's so books annoying. I'm like, I just want to know.
Yeah. It's really hard when you read a book to then enjoy the movie.
Well, it's hard to go in it with, like, no, like, a blank.
Totally.
Thing about it, because same with It Ends With Us. I'm like, I have no idea if I saw that randomly if I'd like it or not. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like that.
I feel like I'd watch it on a plane and be like, oh, that was pretty good for a plane.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's like exactly what kind of movie it is.
Yeah, our book club book though, I'm struggling. I'm really struggling. I'm very far behind.
Oh no,
I don't think I'll be done.
You don't think you'll make it?
I don't think I'll make it. I've been reading it on 2-speed. It's hard.
Listening.
Sorry, listen. Yes, listening. Well, yeah, on 2. I've been reading 2-speed.
Do you not like it, or was it just like hard after reading such a great book?
Well, it is funny because they are about like missing women, so they are like, but they're very different. I'm not like comparing them.
Okay, we are reading for book club Local Woman Missing. So
this is my first book club. I think I won't be ready for.
Intend to read it. Don't listen because I want to hear where Carly's at in the book.
I am at. It's like B's birthday. I always say Bay because I read it first as Bay, but they say B in the book.
Oh, I say Bea.
It's B in the book. It's spelled like BEA.
That's what's so interesting about audiobooks because that's when you like figure out how like literally because I think her name's Beatrice. So I just was like, Bea. Yeah. But B obviously Beatrice, makes sense. Yeah. But they have the A.
They're like at her birthday.
Oh, at drinks?
Yeah.
Okay.
How far is that? I have no idea where I am. Am I halfway?
You're more than halfway.
Okay. It's also with listening, like sometimes I'll like catch myself being like, wait, I didn't catch any of that. Hard. So I go back. So like that's another thing and yeah, I'm just like not on my reading game right now.
Really? I thought you were.
I was. And then.
Now you're on your car game.
Maybe that's what it is. It's taking place.
Precedent.
It's taking place.
I would say where you're at right now, like continue.
I'm going to finish it.
Yeah.
Like, even if I don't do book club, like, I still want to finish it because I want to know what happens. Yeah.
I really liked it.
Did you rate it?
I rated it 4 stars, but, like, I would maybe rate it a little bit less than that. I think that, like, without giving anything away, like, after the fact that okay, from front to back, like, thoroughly enjoyed. I thought it, like, kept me entertained the whole entire time.
Were you confused at first?
No.
Maybe I was because I read the prologue. And the first chapter happened, and I was like, what the hell's going on? Like, who is this person now? And so I was like, let me just do the audio, because I have a credit. Like, it's free anyway. Like,
this person now?
And I was like, and it was a person with like a southern draw. And I was like,
it's
what?
The little girl.
And it was like, I never listened to audiobooks, so it was probably very common. But the lady doing it did like all the women voices. Yeah. And so it was just funny how like she like changed it a little for each person. But I was just like, what the fuck is going on? And
there is like a point to her having her voice like the southerny.
I would assume. Yeah. But I'm just like...
Because I remember reading it being like, oh, I didn't realize like it took place here, but it like, I don't know like what you know now, so I don't want to.
Yeah. I mean, I assume it's somewhere where they just speak like in a southern accent, and she was been there her whole life basically, so yeah, she just speaks like that.
They were just like kind of like YT people.
When you read the first chapter, did the southern draw like? Was it apparent that she had a southern draw?
100%, yes.
It was written that way because I was like, is this because the first thing I listened to was the first chapter because I read the prologue and I was like, does she just have a southern accent? Because I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It was very funny.
But then it was like everyone else was normal and I was like, oh, interesting. But then like you find out. I will say like you had to keep looking at like I don't know if I'm sure in the audiobook it's like, it says the chapter name is like the person's name.
Yeah.
And then it says
Leo,
like the
now.
month or like 11 years late.
I don't pay attention to the month.
Yeah. So it's like when you're reading it, I never like really look at that stuff. And then I like will go back a page and I'm like, wait, who's this again?
Yeah. And it was like a little, just at first it was like a little confusing because there was like 3 missing people, but like I wasn't sure who was related to who and like who was the prologue. So it wasn't very clear who was in the prologue. If you remember, the prologue is like a woman who's like, I'm going to go for a run in the middle of the night. And her husband's like, don't. And she's like, well, and then she's like apparently meeting up with someone. And, and then I was like, wait, so who's a Southern Draw person now?
Yeah.
But I got it.
There's definitely like one, I don't want to say too much, but like one character who they like talk about all the time that like after I thought about it yesterday, I was like, this didn't like need to be in the book. Like one person's chapters, like truly without it, like it would have been fine. And I remember thinking
like Leo's. Yeah. That's what I was assuming. Cause I'm like, what, this just feel, every time I get to a Leo chapter, I'm like, oh. I'm like, okay, I get it. But like, I just want to I want to read the story.
I don't want to like say anything.
That's fine. I'll figure it out when I'm done. I'm hopefully going to finish it by like this week.
Yeah.
I'll definitely finish it by this week.
And then I will say like, it's one of those things where they like set up every character kind of. So it's like, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? And then like at the end, I want to say like everything kind of happened like so fast that I expected more of a like draw out, but I feel like it was just like, okay, we got to wrap it up.
She's like, my deadline soon. I need to turn in this damn book.
But I really liked it. I thought it was good. And everyone keeps texting and they'd be like, what the fuck? Like, this is nuts. So I'm like, okay, phew, because I picked it.
Yeah.
So
it was rated really high on Goodreads, like 4 point something. So, I mean, I'm enjoying it. It's just taking me forever, but that doesn't mean I don't like it. It's just.
We'll have to see what you think when it's done. It was good.
I'm like 5 stars. Replace Gone Girl.
I don't think you'll.
No, Gone Girl was so well written.
So
it was great. She has 2 other books, and I'm like, I have to read both of those other books.
Do one for a book club.
Okay, yeah. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. I love therapy. You guys know this. I live and breathe that message. Please go see a therapist. If you can and if you're willing. And I think a good thing about therapy is noticing things that you wouldn't notice before, especially like positive things like, you know, green flags. We're so focused on red flags. He's a red flag. This is a red flag. This caption is a red flag. What about green flags? Do we ever talk about green flags? No, because we're so obsessed with the negativity of things, and we shouldn't be. We should be focusing on the positive, and that's something a therapist can help you with. I was in therapy for about 10 freaking years, and it definitely changed my life, like for the better. I feel like I have learned so much. I know so much more about myself than I didn't know before, and I feel like it's kind of a lifelong thing. Like I'm sure I'll go back and then stop and then go back. Like, I don't know. I feel like it really helped me figure out like where my anxiety comes from and just like organizing my thoughts. And I don't know. It's really great. I highly recommend. It's also fully online, which is great. You don't have to wait in a waiting room with anyone else that's also about to see a therapist. Access a diverse network of more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties. Discover your relationship green flags with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/onlyfriends today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/onlyfriends. This episode is sponsored by Skims. Like I said earlier, everything I'm wearing is Skims except for my pants. I feel like I say that every ad read, but it's literally because I just am. Like I'm not over here putting on clothes to record an ad. Like they don't ask me to. I'm just wearing it. And something that I'm very surprised I wear a lot from Skims is their bras. Their bras are so comfortable. It's not like what you think, if that makes sense. Like they're very buttery soft. I don't wear bras otherwise. Like I don't like them. I'm usually sticking to bralettes. I love their Fits Everybody bralette, by the way. It's very comfortable too. But I was just shocked by the bras because they're actually so comfortable and not like feeling like you're trapped. Yeah, I don't like it. I mean, there's a reason we say the feeling of taking off your bra at the end of the day. Like it's suffocating and it sucks. But not with Skims. I wore it one time and I was like, Erin, you need to try the bra because I can't believe it. It's so comfortable. We're both not bra girlies, so. Shop the Skims best intimates, including the Fits Everybody collection and more at skims.com and Skims stores. After you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select our show in the drop-down menu that follows. You should say that tonight.
What's the other one? It's Ruth Ware, right?
I'm not
sure. Is that who it is?
Gillian something? Yeah, Gillian Flynn.
Oh, Gillian Flynn.
Gillian Flynn. Because I texted Josh when I first started Gone Girl, because I remember like Brittany's Josh, and he was like, because I remember during book club he was like, he said it in passing. He was like, "That's my favorite book I've ever read," and so I texted him, and he was like, "You have to read her. She has 2 other books. You have to read them." And like it was interesting. People on Goodreads were saying like Gone Girl was their least favorite out of like 3. I was like, what?
Jillian Flynn.
Dark Places, I heard, is really good.
Oh, I've heard of that.
The Grown Up. Maybe she has more than 2 books now because it kind of looks like she does. But
books?
I don't know.
I want to see if I recognize any of them.
Oh, Sharp Objects.
Oh my God, that show's so fucking good.
From the book?
I think the show's based on the book.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
She wrote the book.
So it's like one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Well, thanks,
It's
Gillian.
so good.
Or Jillian, or whatever the fuck.
How do you say your name, Queen?
How do you say it?
It's probably Gillian. Isn't what's her face also a Gillian from like Love?
Oh, yeah.
Gillian.
I don't remember her last name. Gilly?
Gillian.
Kinda like
Gilly. What's
Gilly.
Gilly from? That was from a book we read.
Gilly? Gully.
No, it was
Gully sounds familiar to me.
Gilly in a book. Who's Gilly?
I don't know.
Gilly. Was it in a show?
Help us help you.
It was in something that I recently...
Gilly?
I don't know. We have an update on the Am I the Asshole that I read last week
What?
about the check and the friend making...
Oh, we do.
Someone like tagged us and they were like, oh my God, I need you guys to...
Oh, so someone
read
did an
this
update on Reddit
update.
and they were like, you have to...
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They were like,
Okay.
I need you to read it.
Wait, are we there already?
Well, I'm
Or is
just
this just,
doing
like,
this
news?
in
Okay. This
like
is-
our weekend recap.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Edit. For those listening, this was an Am I the Asshole about a girl who went to dinner with her 2 friends. She ordered her food and for some reason wasn't able to eat it. And she was just like, whatever, my fuck up, my bad. And then at the end of the meal, they like paid whatever. And the friends were like, oh, do you mind if we like take these home as leftovers? And then a couple days later, they were like, hey, can you like pay us for your portion of the meal? And she was like, that's not fair because they took it home. And this is the update. Most of the people in the comments were like, you are the asshole. Like, you ordered it. You didn't send it back.
Yeah, it's like...
You should be paying for your meal.
Like, pay for what you order.
Yeah. Okay. Edit. Thank you all for your... This is crazy. Thank you all for your perspective. To be honest, it hasn't changed mine. Some points being...
Queen.
Some points being touted as objective irritate me, so I'm just writing this and logging off. This isn't a black and white situation where I ordered food and demanded someone else pay for it just because I didn't want to pay. It was a request I made for fairness, in all caps, only because they ate the entire dish.
What?
If the situation were they ate all of it at the restaurant because they saw I wasn't going to touch it, would that change the situation somehow? Because the end result is the same, and I don't believe most people would have been okay with that. I view the ordering as a mistake on my behalf, but not something they were paying for in a that they would never have ordered the meal, and this was burdensome on them. I don't understand that sentence.
Me neither.
No one,
Same page.
italicized, forced them to take the food. They, italicized, wanted it.
Either way, the food would be there and you'd have to pay for it.
Correct. I did not want it to go to waste. That is why when they asked for it, I allowed them to take it. I didn't stomp my foot and say, no, leave it. I want it trashed.
Well, why didn't you just take it then and give it to a homeless person?
Yeah. I would just have to find someone to give it to otherwise. So then would you make them pay for it?
Literally, this doesn't make any sense.
Wait, she said no, I would not have then made that person then pay it. Would have just been a kind gesture if they wanted food. So then what is the difference?
I don't get it. If I ordered something, I'm paying for it. It doesn't matter if it ends up in the trash in someone else's fridge. Like, I'm paying for it.
You also just said you would, if you were to give it to someone else, you would not make the person pay for it. It would have been a kind gesture. So how does this make it any different?
It's not. She's
You're
justifying in her
crazy.
head as
You're
it's different, but it's not
crazy.
different.
Free food is free food. I also think calling a complete dish where I only tasted a spoonful and realized it contained an ingredient I couldn't eat leftovers feels like an extreme exaggeration.
Oh my God.
I have a hard time believing that most people commenting don't somehow see that aspect of it. And in this case, it was my decision to tell them I actually didn't want them to have a free meal on me. It's not my obligation.
You ordered it. It's your meal.
It's not my obligation to pay for someone else's meal, and you may disagree. That is how I see it since they were the ones eating it. Regardless of if they ordered it or not, they wanted it enough to take it home. If it were truly disgusting and inedible, I'm fairly confident they would not have touched it. So I'm hard-pressed to believe that they didn't realize they were getting a meal's worth of food out of it, or they didn't expect it would be free. Normally, whoever's taking home the leftovers isn't taking the entire meal back with them, and this should have broken the standard considerations. The comments have divided into more speculative attacks on my personality, which is fine.
Oh my God.
I find it odd that people have to invent scenarios and additional traits. The new split that they calculated was $10 because you made them, because you said you weren't going to pay them, is they wanted more to cover that spoonful. If they wanted more to cover that spoonful, that would have been fine with me too. The point of this post was for me to understand what the other side might have been thinking, and the best I can arrive at is that there was cause for them to ask me for the money, but I still cannot see that as a fair request. I now know why they don't want to hang out with you.
Yeah, it makes complete sense now. I don't want to hang out with you.
This is no longer about the food.
It's not. It's a personality trait, honey.
If there are over 2,000 uppy things in 1,100 comments. And I think when you were like reading them the other day, like majority of them are like, no, you're the asshole.
Yeah.
Like you should pay. If 1,100 people are telling you that you might be the asshole, like take a second to think about it. Don't be like, I don't care.
Yeah.
If you didn't care in the first place, then like, why did you go on Reddit at all?
It's like she wanted her point proven and it wasn't. So she's like, well, actually, you guys are wrong.
Yeah. Like, I'm not going to listen to anything. And then you fully, like, you got to the point. You were like, if someone else wanted it, I wouldn't make them pay for it. It's a kind gesture. But for whatever reason, because they took it and you didn't offer it, it's different. That makes no sense to me.
That's like me ordering food at Erin's house and I eat like a couple bites and put in the fridge and then I don't come back for a week and then Erin has eaten it. And I'm like, can you pay me for that?
Yeah.
Or like, you need to pay for it now instead. Like, no.
It's so weird.
It's literally like if you get something, you're responsible for paying for it. I don't know. I guess I'm trying to think like realistic. I feel like we did this last time. Like if we were at a dinner and someone was like, I don't want this. Like I ordered it. I don't know if I would be like, oh, I'll Venmo you if I can like take it home. Like, I don't know.
No.
I feel like I might offer that. But.
If we were out to dinner and that happened to you, like 99%, like I would be like, you should ask them to like make you a new one.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't do that with you because I feel like we know each other so well.
Of course.
It's like,
oh, I would never do that with anybody though.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, well, fuck, it's my bad. It's also like your responsibility if you wanted.
No, I mean, if you're the one taking it, like I might think of like, maybe I should like ask if they want to be like Venmo'd because maybe they'll, I don't, it's just so different. Like a normal person would just send it back.
Yes.
So it's like, this doesn't really, actually, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're just weird.
Would just send it back and
it's
then
like
you have to deal with it.
It's like you wanted this to happen.
Yeah.
Like the behavior's beyond.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. This girl's just lost. She's a lost cause. I pray for whoever she ends up being roommates with or friends with or dating or any kind of financial thing with. Unsure how she's going to handle that situation.
Keep it separate.
Keep it separate.
Okay, I got a piss girl. Oh my God,
go piss girl.
This day in history, we have Nate Roos.
My star.
King.
Star.
And then we have the show Good Girls, which is So Good R.I.P. And then Work From Home.
Even work from home. That I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I was like, was that a movie? I don't know.
The song, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, then something I saw that just like absolutely blew my mind was that, did you see Diddy's defense lawyer quit?
Yes.
And I saw that he said, under no circumstances can I continue. Which is like, what the fuck did he find out? This man was Osama bin Laden's lawyer.
Yeah, I know. So it's like, God damn.
Wait, I think I saw something this morning and I took a screenshot of it because I did this yesterday.
That's actually crazy. He was Osama bin Laden's lawyer and he was like, sorry, Diddy. This is too crazy. That's when you know it's fucking bad. Dude, like when is this like trial happening? Like when is any of this happening? I mean, they're probably still doing all their
idea.
All their investigating.
Diddy trial?
Oh my God. It's probably not set yet.
Yeah. Very, very, very interesting. That's fucking nuts.
I know. I'm like, I'm curious of what.
Everything is just like so corrupt. Like someone could have like threatened the lawyer.
True.
You know, like anything could have happened.
True. Yeah.
Or he could have
maybe
finally like a defense attorney like finally was like, you know what?
This is
a fucked up career path.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I assume like what I assume and I feel like most people assume is like they found out something like you said and they were like, oh, I can't defend this.
Yeah.
Which for a lawyer, I always wonder that like how, like if you were a lawyer and you were like defending someone who like for sure like
you
committed crazy crimes and like murdered people and like
but I think that's what like getting into that path of like, you're a defense attorney.
Oh, true.
So it's like, you're going to be doing shit like that.
True. Man, I'd be so bad. I'd be like, oh, sorry guys, you're right.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I'm so sorry for being here.
I would be like, you know what? He did fuck up.
Yeah,
like
I know.
you have to constantly
you become a defense attorney so you can meet with you and be like, you fucked up.
Yeah.
You need to apologize in court. Face them and apologize. Take accountability.
Imagine, like, I would just be so scared for my life every day. Like, if I knew I was representing a person who, like, so obviously committed a heinous crime
and who has many connections.
Yeah,
probably a lot.
Horrific.
A lot more than we
like,
think.
I'm too afraid to be on jury duty for a parking ticket because, like, I don't want someone to come after me.
That's so funny. I've never thought about that.
Oh my god. Yeah, like when my best friend, she was on like a murder trial. I was like, that's fucking scary.
That is crazy. But I feel like you never hear about like...
Because they go into witness protection.
Every time? How many juror members have been murdered from just being a member of the jury?
Honestly, probably a lot.
I doubt it.
I think
they keep everything very hidden.
But think of the mob.
I mean, yeah.
No, they can't keep names.
If we can find someone from like seeing them at Joann's.
No, you can do a reverse Google image search of people's faces now. Like they're finding out.
Yeah, but these people are like,
they're finding them and they're saying,
I'm gonna
fucking shake you.
They're finding them and they're killing them.
I'm gonna shake you down if you don't vote.
I'm so sure.
You haven't seen enough movies to know what happens in the real world.
You're like, you just don't watch movies, so you wouldn't know. Well,
That's how it always goes.
I watch Better Call Saul. I watch Better Call Saul. I know all about lawyering.
Oh my God. Really crazy.
Yeah. Goddamn.
Okay, then other news. Jury Duty got renewed for season 2, and it's
speaking of,
that's crazy. It's going to be focused on a small business going on a company retreat.
Okay, funny. I was wondering how they were going to pivot because obviously they can't do Jury Duty again.
Yeah, with the real unsuspecting person tested when Goliath shows up. And
that's going to be hilarious.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's true. Hopefully they don't like the first one was so good, and then it's like.
I know.
But I think like the way they set it up is just kind of flawless.
But
the main person
James Marsden's like, I have to be in it again.
Yeah.
How will anyone remember me?
The person's just like, am I on jury duty?
Yeah. Okay, and then really exciting news pour moi is that Leighton Meester has been cast in season 2 of Nobody Wants This. And they put out some details about her role. She is going to be, she's going to be playing Abby, who is Kristen Bell's character, Joanne, her middle school nemesis, who is now an Instagram mommy influencer.
Oh, it sounds like every book we read. Every book. This is a a Frida book.
I'm just so happy that Leighton is back, like in the sphere of things, because I just think she's wonderful. And it's also like really interesting that she's kind of like rising right now, and Blake is on the downfall.
True. Oh my God, you're right.
I have to imagine she's kind of kicking her feet about it.
I'm sure. Are they not friends?
I don't think so.
I guess I just haven't.
I think there's like a lot of speculation that the Gossip Girl cast like didn't get along with Miss Lively.
Oh, tea.
Yeah. But I'm really excited
about
for that.
But you never know. Like Katherine Heigl. It's like I've always. Hey, what is it?
Heigl. I like Hegel because it sounds like
Hegel. It's Hegel. Katherine Kegel. I'm looking at you. Like everyone said, she was horrible to work with, and like who knows?
I know. There's like really cringy, like footage of Blake kind of circulating right now with the cast of Gossip Girl when they would do like panels and stuff. And like, oh my God, it's so awkward.
Oh God.
I think someone's really putting out some bad press.
That's always so interesting when that stuff happens, like in any like show or movie, when you can tell there's like, because I remember like what the Work From Home song, who sings that again?
Fifth Harmony. There was like a lot of just like drama.
Yeah, and just red carpet stuff where like they were like being very like rude to Camilla and like leaving her out and stuff. And it was just like, I don't know like how true
what
or
the
like
tea is.
Right, but it's so interesting. Or even like Don't Worry Darling, when that stuff was happening and like we were watching them do their press tours and like, how the fuck are they doing this? Like this is crazy, you know? I love like,
I gotta show you the Blake ones. They're really, it's like the same panel, but at one point she says like, yeah, blondes are nicer. Oh. And like Leighton is like literally a natural blonde. Just like stuff like that. And then Leighton was also I'm pretty sure born like in prison. Like,
what?
Something like that. And Blake made a comment about like, well, you were born in a cage, like something weird like that. I'll have to find the exact.
Wonder what the humor is with that, because
no, she didn't laugh.
Okay.
It was like very, very uncomfortable.
Okay, I was like, some people would think that's funny and some people wouldn't. You know what I mean?
Let me, Leighton Meester jail.
Born?
Yeah, she was born in a Texas prison.
Whoa.
Her mom served time for drug smuggling. Kind of iconic. Could you imagine that? Never have I ever?
I mean, that'd be my whole personality. It'd be in every bio. I'd be like, I was born in a jail. My mom smuggled drugs.
That's sick.
Yeah. Like, I've been to jail,
wonder
bitch.
What kind of drugs? Oh my God. Okay. It says Meester's mother spent 3 months with her in a halfway house after giving birth. And then she was raised by a relative while her mother served her sentence.
Damn.
Oh, she's just so lovely and they're so cute. She was in jail for 10 years. Oh, but then she got released after 16 months.
Oh, good. Good character.
I wonder if they
are like close now, or
because I mean, she probably barely knew her. She's not even 2.
Yeah, but still young.
No, I mean, like at the time, like she probably had no recollection of her mom even really being away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's very interesting.
I wonder what their relationship is like now.
I know.
Interesting. I did not know that little fun fact.
Yeah, pretty crazy. What a story.
For real.
Born in prison in her crime-riddled childhood. Okay, yeah, kind of giving maybe not the greatest relationship. I'll definitely. She should write an autobiography.
Yeah.
If she doesn't have one.
I know. I'm like, I feel like she does.
Leighton Meester book. There's also a biography about Meester called The Best Leighton Meester Guide.
Oh, she's probably busting at the seams.
214 facts.
Maybe not. Maybe she's like, I don't want to relive this.
I'm pretty sure she has like a podcast. So maybe she just talks about it all there.
Okay.
It says her most popular book is called You Know You Want It, Style, Inspiration, Confidence. So
that's definitely it.
It doesn't really seem like any of that. Okay. Another big thing that happened at the end of last week was that like literally every single one of the Mormon wives is now pregnant.
Oh my God. I was like, are they all pregnant?
And by all of them, I just mean 3, but
but it feels like all.
It started with Jen, who I don't believe is going to even be on the season because her husband is a monster.
I think she is. I feel like she's posted TikToks of them like filming and stuff.
I thought that she wasn't.
I think she is.
Because when they were posting promo, she wasn't in the stuff. But maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
That they're all pregnant?
No, she posted and like every person was like, girl, I thought we were getting a divorce.
No, I know. Well, she kind of was like teasing it, but I think they do stuff to promote the show, like for real. Like they'll post TikToks that are like shit talking someone else in their group kind of. And it's like, you guys, they're just down for the show, I think. Like for hype. It's just like it's like a skit type of thing.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I'm just talking about her relationship with her husband. Like, I think that everyone was like, oh, we thought that you were gonna break up, not like bring another child into like your
this situation.
Horrible relationship. Yeah. Jennifer Aniston. I want to know if she's gonna be on it. Oh my God, Affleck, right?
Who?
That's her last name. I typed in Jennifer Aniston.
Oh. When you said Jennifer Aniston, I was like, wait, what are we talking about?
Okay, yeah, she is confirmed to be returning. Where she'll be featured navigating her pregnancy with her 3rd child while dealing with the aftermath of the challenges faced in the first season.
I need it dropped now.
I know, I wonder when.
I need to watch Love is Blind too. There's so much like going on with it, I feel like. I just haven't watched it yet. I think they're almost all out now. Hopefully.
Oh, really?
I think.
LIB?
Are you? I mean, I'm assuming you haven't watched it.
No.
I feel like you don't really watch them. If it's good, I'll let you know.
Okay, T.
It's dramatic.
I just keep seeing photos of like all the guys, and everyone's like, "You expect me to be able to tell all these men apart?"
I mean, it's gonna be a nightmare for me.
Yeah, just like all white guys who have the same face.
Literally, it's hell. Like that's
even I was like, "What?"
Anytime I watch like The Bachelor or Housewives, if I've never seen like the cast, if two white women have the same hair, I'm confused.
You're out.
I'm out. I'm confused.
You're so out. Wow, I really didn't know she was going to be on it.
Especially men, that's even harder because they're all just a default guy.
You have to at that point kind of like be like, okay, your face looks the same as your face, but like, these are the reasons why I know you're a piece of shit.
It's kind of cool though. It's like y'all have the same face, but different personalities. So you can pick the best personality and still get the face if they like the face.
But they don't know.
That's true.
They're hidden.
That's so funny. They all meet for the first time and they're all like twins.
They should do that.
Yeah.
Just like put quadruplets on
like
the show or whatever. Yeah.
Like Octomom kids.
What would the odds be that they're all single?
True.
I guess they don't necessarily have to be. Like,
They'd have
I
to
think
make
like
them
last
single.
season, half the people broke up with their partner to be on the show.
Yeah, I feel like that's just what happens now
Freaks.
with these like shows and social media and stuff.
Bunch of freaks. Yeah, I would like to know when Mormon Wives is coming out. I feel like they have to have.
For some reason, I thought they
filming.
said May.
Mormon Wives season 2 air date spring.
Okay.
20 episodes.
Fuck yes. I hope they're all dropped. Or was it once a week? I don't know.
I think that they did a couple at a time.
I watched it late, so I wasn't sure. But like if
I think they put out like all of it because we like binged it.
where is it again? Hulu.
But
Yeah,
they
I
might
don't
do it
know.
differently now that it like
It's
did
big.
really well.
Like D'Amelio show, Kardashian, like all that's like once a week.
That's fucking annoying.
And it just stretches it out for them, so I get it. But that is really annoying.
Ugh, it's gonna be good.
I can't wait.
It's really crazy. I'm so excited to see like why are Whitney and Demi friends and like how the fuck did that fallout happen?
Yeah.
Like really, really genuinely curious.
And Taylor's journey, like I see her on TikTok all the time.
She comes up for me
always
too.
on my For You page, and I'm just like, man, what is this girl going through? Like, it's gonna be
I
a
know.
big part of her season, I think. So.
That's gotta be so hard to like pretty much everyone being like, don't be with this guy. And then you get pregnant and then you're kind of just like stuck.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't work. And like everyone's right. And then you have to co-parent and then continue to like see someone who like you're not good with.
Yeah.
Like, God.
And I'm sure he'll be on the show.
It's such a
so,
normal thing that so many people
Yeah.
experience, like co-parenting. It's just, and having like a public persona.
I mean, my relation is Kale from Teen Mom. She has like 7 baby daddies. Like every kid, I think she has. And this isn't to shame her. It's just like in my mind, I'm like, how do you like schedule all this? It might not be 7. It could be 5. It's at least 5 though. Like different. I think all of her children have different fathers. Maybe one of them has 2 fathers.
How do you like plan?
Or maybe 2 kids have 1 father. That's what I mean. Like I don't know how they all agree on the same, and like when all the kids are together, like how do you get all the kids together?
If it were me, I would be like, okay, I need to make it so that they're all gone at the same time.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully, yeah. I would think she probably does that.
Yeah. It's just really sad because Taylor, like videos she's posted, it's like what was it, Christmas or something, or New Year's, that like she wasn't with the baby.
Oh yeah.
Like those things are just so sad.
Yeah.
And it's like what happened to where like they're not even on good enough terms where they can like
I think they
spend the
are.
holiday together.
Oh, I see.
You know?
Yeah. It seems like they're like friendly though. Like I've
really?
seen some stuff like she'll like mention him or like or like comment on his TikTok and be like, haha, this is hilarious or something. So I think they're still like fine. It's probably like they're just not together, so why would we spend
I wonder
Christmas
who I'm
together?
gonna like this year.
I know, me too. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Jesse's husband posted, she reposted it. That's how I know. He like posted with Conor McGregor, and then that gave me the ick because I really like Jesse.
Yeah, that's gross.
She was like, he posted like in feed. It was probably like last month. And like it was like my dream, whatever. And then she like posted and wrote this like sweet thing, and I was like, ew.
This man is gross.
He literally just got like charged with raping somebody.
Yeah, it's gross. He's also just like a hothead. It's like he's gross behavior, like just always like punching shit.
Fucking Mormons and people in Utah.
True,
like,
they don't care.
At the end of the day, I'm like, okay, well, I know that you all voted for Trump, and
they don't care about
Conor
rapists. Clearly, don't care about rapists.
It's just always such a bummer.
I know.
I really love Jesse.
Also, sorry, I just thought of this, but like car dealerships need to not exist because they're just so like what Tesla and Rivian and I think like Polestar and like all those like electric companies, like it's like ordering an iPhone. Like you just order it.
Yeah.
There's no haggling. Like it is what it is. There's no middleman. Dealerships are like literally as soon as you're there, they're like, we'll have the car ready for you today. Like it's just like they're very like
they're salesmen.
Let's talk number. No, of course, but I'm just like, oh my god, this is exhausting. Like like literally I test drove it and he's like, okay, I'll have it ready for you in the front.
But wait till you buy it. You're going to be there for like 4 hours.
Well, I was close one day. Like, we were talking numbers and like going back, and Nolan was like, I think he felt really uncomfortable. He like kept being like wanting to leave. So I was like, I'm not gonna walk out of here unless it's like less than this. And sorry if you can hear that. It's a lawnmower
they'll do the number thing with you, but then you have to go meet with like the financial
I'm like,
person.
can I just talk to the finance person? Why are they going back and forth?
Quiet on set.
Is it a leaf blower? When are they gonna make electric ones?
They have
silent.
them,
I thought they were supposed to be like silent.
I don't know.
That'd be sick.
I kind of like the noise. Like I like when
I don't like it when we're recording.
Well, yeah.
Or
when I'm like
8
hearing
a.m.
people doing. I like it in the morning when we're like walking. I'm like,
but if I'm
like,
sleeping, then I'm like,
there's
God.
life in like.
We're still the opposite. I'm like, turn it 11. Start at 11, bitch.
It's funny because in the afternoon, so our guy comes today, but then our neighbors. So when we first moved in, they came and we were like, oh, we should just get our neighbors to do it so it's like not on every different day.
Yeah.
Someone's on our fucking street being annoying.
Yeah.
So they come like around this time, but then the neighbor directly next to us, they don't come until like 4 o'clock.
Oh, they have to like leave and come back?
No, they don't do our neighbors. It's like a different person. But that's when I get annoyed because like then I'm on the couch like watching TV or something,
we're so opposite.
And I'm like, come on.
That's when I'm like most tolerant is like late in the day.
To me, it's like such a morning midday sound of like,
you're Nolan and your mornings.
Let's get the day started. We are out blowing leaves,
blowing
and
leaf
trees.
blowers make you that happy. That's insane. I know. Even today, Nolan was like,
it's just like a sign of life.
Yeah, I guess I get it. And Nolan's like, our coffee starts at 6 a.m. and he's like, as soon as I smell it, I'm like, I'm up.
Yeah.
Woo! I'm like, what?
Oh, yeah.
He loves the morning. He loves a sunrise if he can catch it. He loves the life, like the feeling. He doesn't like waking up when it's dark though.
Okay, yeah.
He's like, it makes me depressed.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't intentionally set my alarm to like watch the sunrise.
No, I mean,
he
doesn't.
Crazy.
Yeah, no, he doesn't do that. But like he would.
Yeah.
Because if it was a thing.
I like a sunset.
I'd be like, I don't care enough.
I like a sunset.
Sure.
Like I think I'd rather watch the sunset than rise.
Oh, I would 100% rather do that because I'm like, oh, thank God the day's over.
So that's a fun fact about me in the morning.
Well, thanks for sharing, Erin.
I prefer sunset.
Hate
I don't think I need to be like awake that early.
It's too early. But he loves it. He like will read for an hour and then he'll do his workouts. And then like by the time I get up, he's like done. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I like lay and rot. And
same.
Although like the past couple mornings, I don't know, being out here, it's been like, okay, like let's
in your
take
new tiny home
for a walk and then we'll go get a coffee. Like I get really excited thinking about getting to like go out and get coffee. Like when we have to like when we have to like take Paris for a walk, I'm like, oh, but like let's go get coffee.
Yeah.
But she's so funny. She's so used to us taking her in the mornings now that she will literally like boop us until.
Oh my God, this is gonna be a whole habit now.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah. Well, at least you go so early because then it won't get like really hot.
It starts in the winter because we kind of get adjusted to Utah time, so we're up really early.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Is it a 1 hour difference?
Yeah.
Why did I think there was no time difference? Because I'm a fucking idiot, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, you don't like frequent Utah.
I know, that's true. But
I never think about it.
I'm like pretty good at time zones.
Yeah, I think
not to brag.
It's just like what, Arizona? They don't do the time thing.
Yeah, they don't. Well, I don't know what time they're on, but they don't do daylight savings.
Yeah. Which is happening so
when is it?
soon. I think next month.
Oh, wow.
Let me
oh yeah, I think it's always around like my birthday.
Let me fact check that. Wait, that's so crazy. You're gonna be 34 next month.
Let's calm down.
Daylight savings is in less than 2 weeks. Oh my God, I am so excited. You guys, like oh my God, it's so like thrilling every day being like, oh my God, wait, it's 6 o'clock and the sun is out. Like,
I hate it.
What a dream.
I hate it. Go down, make it dark so it's not glaring light off every surface.
Best time of the year.
If I want to move somewhere where it's dark for half the year,
like Alaska,
I'm just curious if I would actually like it or if I'd be like over it in a week.
I think that you would be really depressed.
Probably.
I think it's like just too dark.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy to think. I mean, I do like that it's bright during the day. But
Arizona like? I don't know how it works.
What do you mean?
Is it just always sun? Like it's like how it is when daylight savings happens here in the summer or in the winter?
I'm sure the summer. Yeah.
I would move there, but it gets way too hot.
When I was moving, here, we were driving and it was so confusing because first of all, there's like so many different time differences between like the states.
Yes.
And then when we were driving through, we drove through Arizona during daylight savings, I believe. And I was like, what the fuck time is it? Like anywhere.
When we drive to Utah, we have to drive through like literally just the tippy top corner of Arizona.
Does the time change?
Yes.
That's so funny.
But it's very confusing because it's like California, it depends. I don't know. It depends on the time of year. When we drive out for the winter, it's like, wait a minute. And then when we come home, I think I don't know. It's confusing.
Yeah.
But I thought for some reason Mexico City was 3 hours, but it was only 2.
Well, I guess it depends. Like if you're going to the East Coast of Mexico.
I know. It's like pretty east, but I guess not east enough.
Yeah.
Not Cancun.
Yeah. Cancun was that time zone, I think.
Yeah.
3 hours. Okay. Am I the asshole? All right. This is Erin, you're gonna love this. Am I the asshole for refusing to attend my sister's wedding after she tried to charge me for being a bridesmaid?
Okay.
I've always been close.
Don't make this the title.
What?
I said, don't make this the title.
Oh, I know. So annoying.
So I was like, what? Whoa, we're getting so many comments. And I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding
me. You want to
me.
address it real fast?
Yes. On Good Influences, we did an episode that was responding to like advice people needed, and
like our Patreon basically.
Yeah. And one of the stories was about this girl who, when she was really young, made a pact with her best friend to be bridesmaids in each other's weddings. But then like all this shit happened and she didn't get asked to then be a bridesmaid. And so then like we were doing an out of context carousel of images from stuff that we pulled from the podcast, and literally like the first photo was just like a save the date, like you're not my bridesmaid, like because obviously it's like ooh, like that's interesting, what's that about? But then every fucking comment, everyone's like, oh, that's so shady. And it's like, not for 2 fucking seconds did I even think about that.
Yeah, it was just part of the episode. It's just like bad timing, I guess. Yeah, it's just like whatever. But it's not like, trying
my
to be
life
shady.
Doesn't revolve around that.
Yeah.
Like, so
I know. I was like, why are people upset? I don't get it. I was like, oh.
No, I was extremely confused at first. And then someone like did the name drop and I was like, shut up.
Yeah.
Because someone was like, are you guys serious? You're in your 30s. And I was like, what's that about?
Yeah, you're like, because we have a podcast?
No, like I literally had no idea. It wasn't until like more people started commenting and I was like, come on.
Yeah. I mean, people just love the drama. Anytime I'm on TikTok live, it's... Are you friends with this person? Are you still friends with this person? And I'm always like, hey guys, I don't like talking about people, so like I'm just gonna start blocking because it's annoying. It's like annoying for my chat. Like they're like, can you please start blocking these people? I started doing that. Okay, anyways.
You'll never fix it?
I'm never gonna fix it. Wait, what?
I said you'll never fix it.
Oh yeah, no, I won't. I thought you said that, and then I was like, wait, did I hear her wrong? And then I thought you said, do you want me to fix it? And then I was like, I responded really crazy if that's what she said. Okay. I have always been close to my sister, Lily, I've always been close to my sister, Lily, but our relationship has been rocky lately. A couple months ago, Lily asked me to be a bridesmaid at her wedding, which I was excited about. I've always supported her, and I thought this would be a special moment. But then she gave me the list of requirements for the bridesmaids. The dress was over $300, and she said we needed to pay for our own hair, makeup, and even accessories. I wasn't thrilled about the price, but even though it was part of the deal, but thought it was part of the deal, and I'd think of a way to make it work. However, a few weeks ago, she called me and said I needed to pay for a bridesmaid's fee, $150 to cover her costs for the bachelorette party, decorations, and just to help out. I was shocked. I asked if that was really a thing, and she said, well, everyone else is chipping in. I told her I couldn't afford it, and that it felt wrong to charge me to be a part of her wedding. She got angry, saying I was being selfish and ruining her special day. After thinking about it, I realized I just couldn't do it. I told her I wouldn't be attending the wedding if that was the case. She went silent, and now the rest of the family is mad at me, calling me petty and saying I should have just sucked it up. Am I the asshole for refusing to attend to be charged to be a bridesmaid?
No, of course not. This is such a weird.
It's almost like she's asking for a fee in a weird way. Like she just wants her to like pitch in for the trip, which that's normal, right? Or no?
Yeah, yes, I feel like from what I've done, like when we had my bachelorette party, Sammy planned it, so I didn't know that. Like I was like, hey, like what do I owe you? And she's like, oh, nothing, like we covered it. Yeah, which like did kind of make me, I was like, oh, that's weird, like I didn't know people did that. Okay. But then like every other one I've been on, like we always cover the bride's like lodging or whatever. Yeah.
It's just weird to approach it that way. Be like, correct, there's a bridesmaid fee.
Yes, I don't like that it's called that. I think it's more like, hey, like we're renting this house, like this is your portion or whatever. Yeah. But like, I don't know, like making other people pay for decorations. Like, that's weird to me.
I think just saying like, hey, I have a bridesmaid fee is crazy.
100%.
Like to come out of your mouth. Yeah. That's crazy. I think she genuinely could have been like, hey, like everyone's like chipping in. Like, do you have any, like, I don't know how you ask that.
I think it needs to, first and foremost, when you're like asking people to be bridesmaids, like establish what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Because if it's for people to pay for you to have a party, then like let it be known.
Yeah, because some people can't afford shit.
Yeah,
and that's
you
fine.
then can't be like, okay, you're not my bridesmaid.
Yeah. Do you think she's an asshole for saying I'm not going to the wedding?
I think she should go to the wedding.
I agree. That's what I thought too. I was like, I think it's fair to be like, okay, I don't have
money.
I'd be like, I don't have the budget for this. Like, enjoy your day. Like, I'll just come to the wedding. Like, there's no bad blood or whatever, and then whatever.
I agree.
Oh, excuse me. Let's throw
People
up.
are so weird.
People are bizarre. A bridesmaid fee. That's such a funny thing to say.
Yeah. Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing a donut that my boyfriend licked? My boyfriend and I are having a small staycation at a hotel for his birthday. We got some
Ariana Grande.
We got some Chinese food delivered, and I ordered the donuts, basically deep fried biscuit dough rolled in white sugar. When the food arrived, I joked about inhaling the donuts, so he made a whole show of stealing one from me and licking off all the sugar. I'm laughing up a storm when he hands it back to me, and then I get confused. He said he didn't actually want to eat it, so he was giving it back for me to eat later. I laughed and said, "Ew, no way. I'm eating the new ones." This made him quiet. We spent a couple minutes eating in silence before I spoke up and tried to clarify that I would prefer to eat a new donut with sugar and isn't sticky with saliva. He said that we have swapped all kinds of saliva, and it hurts that I'm acting as if he's too disgusting to share food with.
Oh my God.
I took the donut and put it back in the box, but it's pretty much too late. The night has most likely been ruined as he's still quiet hours later, and nothing I'm saying or doing is helping lift his mood. Am I the asshole for not taking back the donut?
Why is he the victim?
I'm sorry.
He's such a victim.
The amount of like TJ's bodily fluids that I have put into my mouth, like I wouldn't eat the donut either. That's gross.
Exactly. Like, yes, same thing. I will not use Nolan's toothbrush because I'm like, no, that's so gross to me. I don't think I would eat something he licked unless it was like, I just really wanted to eat it.
Yeah, if he was eating like a popsicle or something, like I would eat that. Yeah. But like you're licking off the best part of the donut.
Yeah, and it makes it a little soggy.
Like, why would I want that?
It's wet. No. I don't think.
It's gross.
There's no, like, I don't like that comparison. Like, we share bodily fluids anyway. No. Like, yeah, but they're in time and place. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, time and place.
A sticky donut that's now naked, like what? There's just not even a point.
He really disrespected her. I think they need to break up.
I just can't imagine being so upset.
Like, I know.
What? Oh, you think I'm too disgusting?
I know, and like he's sulking now. Like,
grow up,
please.
I would be like, yeah, you are actually.
No, literally, I'd be like, I can't. My biggest pet peeve is like that, like someone just becoming a victim and then like sulking.
Yeah, when there's like not even an issue.
It's so funny.
And there's like a million donuts left.
It's so funny. Yeah, it's true. I guess I don't get why she was so upset if there's like a million left.
I don't think she was upset. I think she's just
like, he was just upset she wouldn't eat that one.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Find new partners.
Just made him quiet.
Girl, if this is going to make him upset, you're in for a world of surprises, I fear.
Like deep fried biscuit dough rolled in white sugar. Like,
yum.
Why would I want to lick just a deep fried, no white sugar on top treat?
I wouldn't eat it.
It's just like a beignet.
Yeah, but it's like wet and soggy.
Exactly.
Has someone else's like tongue remnants.
Why would you want to do that?
Disgusting.
It seems like you need to grow up, sir.
Yeah, he needs to
NTA.
Grow up, and you need to find someone who respects you.
Yeah.
Okay. That's frustrating me. Thank you guys so much for listening / watching. We have a bonus Patreon. We have bonus episodes on Patreon twice a month. We're recording this week, and this will go up early. We always upload normally on Mondays for our podcast. Sometimes we record on Tuesday if we have to. So this is a Tuesday upload for Patreon. So it is what it is. But thanks for watching, listening.
We'll see you.
I'm Brain Dead. Bye.
Bye.